We're diving deep into one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in American history, the 1981 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel. You might have one sitting in your collection or tucked away in a drawer, and if you do, it could be worth a small fortune. So grab your magnifying glasses and let's explore why this particular nickel is commanding a whopping $1.3 million in today's market. Now, you may be wondering, what makes this coin so special? After all, it looks like any other Jefferson nickel, but it's what you don't see that could be the key to a major discovery. Before we go into the details of the 1981 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel, let's take a quick look at the Jefferson nickel itself. This coin has been in circulation since 1938 and has seen multiple designs and revisions over the years. The nickel is made of a copper-nickel blend and features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. Over the decades, the design has remained iconic, though the coin has undergone several changes. The 1981 Jefferson nickel falls within this long history of the coin, but it stands out due to a unique set of circumstances. Now, let's get into the heart of the matter, the 1981 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel. What makes this coin special? Well, in 1981, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Jefferson nickels, most of them with the standard D Mint mark. But what makes the 1981 D so intriguing is the possibility of a rare error coin being produced in limited numbers that went unnoticed by most collectors. You see, in 1981, a number of nickels were struck with a subtle yet significant flaw in their design. This particular error was the result of an issue with the die used to mint the coins. In some cases, the die was not properly aligned, which caused slight variations in the engraving. These variations are often very difficult to detect, especially if you don't have an expert eye or magnifying tool to closely inspect the coin. The error usually shows up as a minor misalignment in the mint mark or other small features that are not quite where they should be. So, how did the 1981 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel go from being a common coin to one worth a staggering $1.3 million? Well, like many rare and valuable coins, it all comes down to discovery. A few collectors, with their sharp eyes and knowledge of coin production, began to notice something different about their 1981 D nickels. And when they submitted these coins for professional grading, experts confirmed the coins were indeed unique, with a variety of striking errors that made them exceedingly rare. These rare coins are classified as error coins, and error coins have historically commanded high prices in the market. In this case, the 1981 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel became one of the most sought-after error coins in recent years. When one of these coins made its way into a public auction, it shocked everyone by selling for over $1.3 million. The coin's sudden surge in value is due to its rarity, the error it contains, and the growing interest in rare coins among collectors and investors alike. Error coins like these don't come along every day, and when they do, they can fetch astronomical sums. Now, I know what you're all thinking. How can I tell if I have one of these rare error coins? Great question. The first thing you need to do is carefully examine the mint mark on your 1981 D Jefferson nickel. The D mint mark should be positioned in a specific location just below Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse of the coin. Inspect the mint mark closely to see if there's any misalignment or irregularities. A minor shift in the mint mark's position can be a clue that your coin might be an error coin. Additionally, if you notice any other unusual marks or features on the coin's surface, it could be worth getting a professional appraisal. Getting your coin professionally graded by a trusted organization like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, is the best way to confirm whether it's an error coin and to understand its current market value. Rare coins, particularly error coins, like the 1981 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel, have become increasingly popular in recent years as both collectibles and investment opportunities. The market for rare coins is growing, with more and more collectors and investors recognizing the potential value these coins hold. If you're new to coin collecting or interested in investing in rare coins, it's important to do your research. Understand what makes a coin valuable, how to properly grade it, and where to buy and sell these coins. As with any investment, it's crucial to proceed with caution, but the potential for high returns is certainly there. In conclusion, the 1981 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of how a simple error can turn a regular coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to dip your toes into the world of numismatics, this coin proves that sometimes the most valuable finds come in the most unexpected forms. So next time you're going through your loose change or coin collection, take a moment to inspect those Jefferson nickels closely. Who knows? You might just find the next big winner in your own collection. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more coin-related content, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin with surprising value. We're diving deep into one of the most sought-after coins in the world, the 1992 P Mint Mark Jefferson nickel. And you might be wondering, what makes this particular nickel so special? Well, get ready to be amazed because this coin could be worth as much as $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.4 million. But how is that possible? Let's find out. Before we jump into the specifics of the 1992 P Mint Mark Jefferson nickel, let's first take a quick look at the Jefferson nickel as a whole. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938 and features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the front. Over the years, this coin has undergone various changes, but the core design has remained consistent, featuring Jefferson's likeness and Monticello, his home in Virginia, on the reverse. Now, you may be thinking, I've seen Jefferson nickels before. What makes the 1992 P Mint Mark version so valuable? Well, here's where things get interesting. Most coins are minted with a specific design, and they're produced in large quantities. However, not every coin makes it to the market in perfect condition, and not every coin that's produced is particularly rare. The 1992 P Mint Mark nickel is unique for a couple of reasons, which we'll break down right now. The 1992 P Mint Mark Jefferson nickel became famous because of an error that occurred during its minting process. You see, in 1992, the Philadelphia Mint accidentally struck some Jefferson nickels with a special error that made them extremely rare. The mistake happened when the coin was struck with a die that was worn or damaged, which caused the design to appear incorrectly. Now, this is where things get exciting. While the majority of the 1992 P nickels are worth only a few cents, a small number of these error coins are worth much more. In fact, if you have one of these rare, error-struck coins in perfect condition, it could fetch up to $1.4 million. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable error coins? Well, it's actually not too hard to spot. First, let's talk about the basics of a 1992 P Mint Mark nickel. The P Mint Mark stands for Philadelphia, where the coin was struck. The 1992 P nickel is part of the standard Jefferson nickel series, which means it features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse. The key to identifying a rare error coin is in the details of the design. The error that makes these coins so valuable is known as a double die error. This means that the coin was struck multiple times, causing a slight doubling effect on the design. This can cause the image of Jefferson or the lettering around the coin to appear blurry or doubled. As you can see here, the doubling effect is subtle, but if you look closely at the lettering or Jefferson's portrait, you'll notice the slight overlap or doubling of the details. These error coins are extremely rare, and finding one in good condition can make all the difference when it comes to value. So, just how much is a 1992 P mint mark nickel worth if you have one of these rare error coins? Well, it all depends on a few factors, such as the condition of the coin and whether it has the error we're talking about. Coins with the error, when graded in excellent condition, can be worth anywhere from a few $1,000s to a staggering $1.4 million. To put this into perspective, most 1992 P nickels are worth around 5 to 10 cents in average condition. But if you have one that's well preserved and displays the error clearly, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Of course, the rarity and condition are key factors in determining the coin's value. Speaking of condition, it's important to mention coin grading. If you think you might have one of these rare error coins, you'll need to get it graded by a professional grading service, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These organizations assess the condition of the coin and assign it a grade, which can significantly impact its value. For example, a coin that is in mint state, meaning it has no visible wear and is in near perfect condition, can be worth a lot more than a coin with visible scratches or discoloration. The higher the grade, the higher the potential value. Now, you might be wondering, where can I sell a coin like this if I find one? Well, the market for rare coins, especially ones with minting errors, is robust. There are collectors around the world who specialize in finding and buying these types of coins. Coin auctions, both online and in person, can be a great place to sell your valuable find. One thing to keep in mind is that rare coins are often bought by collectors who have a passion for numismatics. So, if you're looking to sell your 1992 P mint mark nickel for top dollar, you might want to get it certified by a professional and possibly auction it off to the highest bidder. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, there are a few tips I want to share with you to help you find rare coins and keep your collection in top shape. First, always handle your coins with care. Use gloves to avoid getting oils and dirt on the surface, as this can decrease the value of your coins. Store your coins in protective holders, and try to keep them in a cool, dry place to prevent any damage. Second, educate yourself about the coins you're collecting. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to spot valuable coins, like the 1992 P mint mark Jefferson nickel. And finally, keep an eye on the market. Prices for rare coins fluctuate, and staying informed will help you know when to buy or sell. Well, there you have it. The 1992 P mint mark Jefferson nickel might seem like just another coin, but thanks to a rare minting error, it has become one of the most valuable coins on the market today. If you ever come across one, make sure to get it checked out. It could be worth a lot more than you think. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos about rare coins and collectibles. We're diving into a truly fascinating topic, one that's bound to surprise you, especially if you're a coin collector or just someone who enjoys learning about rare and valuable items. We're talking about the 1964 Jefferson nickel, but not just any 1964 nickel. This is the rare 1964 nickel with no mint mark. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that, until recently, was hardly even given a second glance by most collectors is now worth an eye-watering $1.5 million. Stick around, and I'll explain how this small, seemingly ordinary coin became one of the most sought-after treasures in the coin world. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the value, let's take a step back and talk about the Jefferson nickel series. The Jefferson nickel, which was first minted in 1938, is one of the most recognized coins in American currency. The front features a portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, while the reverse shows his home, Monticello, in Virginia. These coins have been produced every year, except for a few notable exceptions. To understand why the 1964 no-mint mark nickel is so special, we need to look at the history of the Jefferson nickel. For most of its production, the mint marks on U.S. coins have indicated where they were minted: D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and P for Philadelphia. This is where the story of the 1964 no-mint mark begins to get interesting. In 1964, the U.S. Mint was in the middle of a shift. The mint marks on nickels and other coins were placed on the reverse, right next to the building of Monticello, where it was easy to spot. But here's the thing. In 1964, there was an unusual situation in Philadelphia that led to the absence of a mint mark. Normally, coins minted in Philadelphia would carry no mint mark at all. However, in 1964, an error occurred. For reasons that remain unclear to this day, some 1964 Jefferson nickels were struck at the Philadelphia Mint without the traditional P mint mark, and those few coins are what collectors have come to call the 1964 no mint mark Jefferson nickel. You might be wondering, how does a mistake like this happen? Well, minting coins is a complex process involving massive machines, human labor, and, in some cases, miscommunication. For the 1964 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel, it's believed that a batch of coins was struck without any mint mark being applied. This was likely a simple oversight or a technical glitch, but whatever the cause, it turned out to be a monumental error. At the time, no one really knew the value of these coins. In fact, the 1964 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel was considered just another run-of-the-mill coin. It wasn't until years later that the true rarity of this particular nickel was realized. So, now let's get to the part that's going to blow your mind. Why is this coin worth $1.5 million? Well, in short, it's because only one such coin has ever been found in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coin collectors and experts believe that this coin is the result of a very rare mistake during the minting process. Unlike other coins where errors might have been quickly caught and corrected, the 1964 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel was, for the most part, overlooked for decades. In fact, for years, no one even knew it existed. That is until 2003, when a collector named James P. purchased a 1964 nickel, not thinking much of it. Upon closer inspection, he discovered that this particular coin lacked the mint mark, and it wasn't a standard Philadelphia minted coin. In other words, he had stumbled upon one of the rarest coins in American history. The coin was authenticated, and after some investigation, it was confirmed that this was indeed a 1964 Jefferson nickel struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but without the mint mark. Coin experts and collectors alike were stunned. The rarity and condition of the coin led to a massive increase in its value. Soon after, the coin was put up for auction and fetched an astonishing $1.50 million. But the story doesn't stop there. This auction sale sparked an intense interest in the 1964 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel. Many collectors began scouring their collections and digging through old coin jars, hoping to find another coin just like it. But despite the excitement, no one has been able to find another one. Now, why is this particular coin so important in the world of coin collecting? It's all about rarity. In the coin world, rarity is one of the most critical factors that determine the value of a coin. The more unique a coin is, the higher its value becomes. And in this case, we're dealing with a coin that's one of a kind. The fact that it was struck without the mint mark, combined with its age, and the fact that it went unnoticed for so long, has made it an object of intense desire for serious collectors. Imagine for a moment the allure of owning a coin with such a backstory. It's not just a piece of currency, it's a piece of history, a mistake that turned into an incredibly valuable treasure. Now, you might be thinking, how can I tell if I have one of these coins? Great question. If you're going through your coin collection, there are a few things you'll want to look for. Check the date on the coin, 1964. It's crucial because the no mint mark error only occurred that year. This is the most obvious clue. If your nickel has no mint mark where the D or S would typically be located, you're on the right track. For a coin to be worth $1.5 million, it needs to be in pristine condition. Coins that are uncirculated and have little to no wear are far more valuable than those that have been used regularly. If you think you have one of these rare coins, the next step is to get it authenticated by a professional coin grader. They'll be able to verify if your coin is indeed the 1964 no mint mark Jefferson nickel. So, what's the takeaway here? The 1964 no mint mark Jefferson nickel is one of the rarest, most valuable coins in American history, and its journey from an unnoticed minting error to a $1.5 million auction sale is a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting. If you're lucky enough to own one of these coins, you might just be holding on to a small fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos on coin collecting and other exciting topics. And if you have any questions or want to share your thoughts on the 1964 no mint mark Jefferson nickel, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatics, the 1999 D mint mark Jefferson nickel. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about this coin? Well, stay tuned, because this nickel is worth more than just its face value. It's worth a staggering $1.6 million in the right condition. In the next few minutes, we'll talk about what makes the 1999 D Jefferson nickel so rare, how to spot one in your collection, and why it's become one of the most sought-after coins in the market. Whether you're an experienced collector or just starting out, you'll want to pay close attention because this coin could be hiding in your pocket change. Let's get started. First, let's take a step back and look at the history of the Jefferson nickel. The coin was first introduced in 1938, featuring the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse, with his home, Monticello, on the reverse. For years, this coin circulated widely, and for most people, it was just another coin in their pocket. But in 1999, the U.S. Mint released a special version of the nickel with a D mint mark. This mark indicated that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the most prominent coin-producing facilities in the country. Nothing about the design itself was radically different from the usual Jefferson nickel, but as we'll see, this specific year and mint mark would become important for a very specific reason. Now, here's where things get interesting. The 1999 D Jefferson nickel has been the subject of fascination for coin collectors for decades. In fact, what makes this particular nickel valuable isn't just its age or rarity, but rather a very rare and unique error that occurred during its production. This error, known as a full steps or non-full steps error, is key to the coin's high market value. Full steps refer to the detail on the reverse side of the nickel, particularly the 5 steps that lead up to the portico of Monticello. A coin that has full steps shows clear, sharp details of these 5 steps, while a coin with non-full steps may have them worn down or missing altogether. The full steps version is far rarer and is considered more valuable in the numismatic world. However, a particular batch of the 1999 D Jefferson nickel was found with not only a well-defined Monticello, but also a variety of other subtle details that distinguished them as unique among their peers. This set the stage for what would become a highly lucrative market for these specific coins. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, the value of this nickel. Back in the late 1990s and early 2000s, a few collectors began noticing that some 1999 D Jefferson nickels stood out from the others in terms of quality, detail, and striking perfection. One such coin was discovered in pristine condition, with full steps and no noticeable flaws, making it incredibly rare. As with many collectibles, rarity drives up demand, and a coin in such exceptional condition became highly coveted by collectors. In recent years, the market for rare coins has exploded, and this particular nickel has risen to a jaw-dropping value of $1.6 million, making it one of the highest valued nickels in history. While most of these coins are worth just a few cents or dollars, if you're lucky enough to have one of these rare full steps versions, you could be holding onto a small fortune. So how did we go from a coin worth 5 cents to one that's worth over $1 million? The answer lies in a few key factors: rarity, demand, and condition. The specific era that occurred during production, combined with a limited number of high-quality coins, has made this particular version of the 1999 D Jefferson nickel a rare treasure that has sparked fierce bidding wars among collectors and investors. You might be wondering, how can I tell if I have a valuable 1999 D Jefferson nickel? Well, the first thing to look for is the mint mark, the letter D found just to the right of Jefferson's portrait. It's important to note that only the coins with this specific mint mark from the Denver Mint have the potential to be valuable. Next, take a close look at the reverse of the coin, especially the steps leading up to Monticello. If the steps are fully defined, crisp, and show no wear, you may be looking at a full steps version of the coin. The quality of the coin is key here, and even a minor flaw can reduce its value significantly. So, make sure to inspect the coin under magnification to really get a good look at the details. Another thing to look out for is the overall condition of the coin. Coins that are graded as MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are the most likely to fetch high prices. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. So if you think you've found a rare gem, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded. Now you might be thinking, do I have a chance of finding one of these rare 1999 D Jefferson nickels in my pocket change? Well, it's not impossible, but it's definitely rare. Given that the U.S. Mint produced billions of nickels during the 1990s, the chances of finding a 1999 D in excellent condition are slim. However, that doesn't mean you should stop looking. The best way to find valuable coins is to search through rolls of nickels from your bank, check through old coin collections, or visit coin shops and auctions where these rare pieces might show up. With a growing interest in rare coins, especially those from the 1990s, it's worth noting that the market for these collectibles is highly dynamic. Coins like the 1999 D Jefferson nickel are seeing incredible price increases. But it's also important to understand that not every coin from this era will be worth a fortune. It's all about the quality, rarity, and demand in the current market. If you have a collection of coins that you think might have value, it's always a good idea to consult with a numismatist or get the coins professionally graded. So, there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1999 D Jefferson nickel, and how it has skyrocketed to a value of $1.6 million. Who would have thought that a humble nickel, minted at the Denver Mint all those years ago, could become such a sought-after treasure? Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, it's important to stay vigilant and keep an eye out for rare coins like this one, because you never know when you might stumble upon a fortune hidden in your pocket change. If you've enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more coin-related content. And if you think you've found a rare coin yourself, leave a comment below and let us know.